Good afternoon, student. In this video we will see the Newton's third law of motion. So according to your book, its statement is like this: every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which act simultaneously. So in this statement there are three important words: action, then action force and reaction force. So first we have to understand what do you mean by action. To understand this, we have to take some example. Consider two bodies A and B which are in contact. So body A and B, as they are in contact, A will apply some force on B. Similarly, B will apply some force on A. So if we consider the force applied by body A on B as a action force, then whatever may the force applied by body B on A will be called the reaction force. And if they are in steady position, that is the state of rest, or moving with the constant velocity, then the magnitude of the action and the reaction force will be same. Means the force applied by body A on B and the force applied by body B on A will be same. Only direction of it will be exactly opposite to each other. Now we will try to understand this by taking some example. So most commonly used example is the rocket launching. So in rocket launching, the bottom part of rocket is towards the earth. It have the fuel which will burn and release number of gases. So as these gases release from it, it will apply force on the floor of the earth. So it will cause the reaction force which will try to lift the rocket, and when the force applied by the gas will be more than the weight of the rocket, it will lift the rocket. So it is an example of two body system. One is the earth surface and second one is the rocket. After burning of fuel, gases are released with lot of energy. So this will apply some force on the floor of the earth, which is the action force. Now in return, floor will also apply force on the rocket. So that will be the reaction force. So when the reaction force will be more than that of the weight of the rocket, then the rocket will be lifted. Take another example. A book is at steady position on the table. So whatever may be the weight of the body is the action force, and the force applied by the table on the book will be the reaction force. So as we can see, these both forces have equal magnitude. The body is not moving, that is the book is not moving. But we know that the earth is rotating. So therefore this book, table, both are in same speed, therefore it will not affect the system. Now we will study the law of conservation of momentum. So already we have defined the term momentum. So let's take what is the law of conservation of momentum. This is regarding the collision of the two objects. So when one object is traveling and another object is traveling, means they are of different masses and different velocity. So they will have the different momentum. Let's say their momentum be P1 and P2 respectively. Let's say their masses are M1 and M2 and they are moving with the speed or velocity V1 and V2. So their momentum P1 is equal to M1 V1 and momentum P2 will be M2 V2. So when they will collide on each other, there will be the change in the momentum P1 and P2. So if we consider that the mass of the object is not changing, that is M1 and M2 is same before and after the collision, then only the speed V1 and V2 will change. Now let's say that their initial velocity were U1 and U2 respectively, and final velocity, that is the after collision, is V1 and V2. Then according to the law of conservation of momentum, M1 U1 plus M2 U2 will be equals to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. That is, the algebraic sum of the initial momentum will be equals to algebraic sum of the final momentum. So this is valid for any number of bodies which are going under collision. So it's over for today's video. We will continue with this law in the next video. Thank you.